Let me show you how I was in the back seat. Let me see if you guys can see. This is how I was in the back seat. I was in the back seat like this.
Wildfire. Macca. I wanna see her dressed. She gave me that temptation. They try to see me dead. I gave them dedication.
Hey guys, I'm back today with another story time. Okay, so if you guys keep listening, I'm gonna keep saying, I'm gonna keep talking, I'm gonna keep telling you guys my life experiences. This one is kind of this one is kind of embarrassing. You know, I was young, I was dumb, I would never do this again. So let's just jump right on into it. I was about, I would say I was about 20 or 21 years old when this happened to me. I was living in LA and I had this boyfriend who was, when I say untrustworthy, like untrustworthy. This guy just kept cheating on me, kept cheating on me, kept doing me wrong, but I thought I was in love, and so I just kept going back, kept forgiving him and stuff like that. So it was really no use of me doing this, but I did it anyway, just so I can, because you know when you think a guy is cheating, or if you know a guy is cheating, you keep telling him like, I know you're cheating, why are you cheating on me? Or you catch them texting someone or something like that. Like they always have like a stupid excuse. So I really wanted to catch him in the act. And the only way I could think about doing that is what I did. So what happened was I had this best friend, like one of the best friends I ever had. We're gonna call her Kim, okay? So me and Kim was like super best friends. Like I love this girl. I could trust her. Like there's a lot of girls in this, you know, that I just really can't trust. Like I wouldn't trust them around my boyfriend, wouldn't trust them alone with my boyfriend. Well, maybe, you know, it's kind of different now because I have a boyfriend that I actually trust. So I could trust him around untrustworthy women. But at that time, I had a boyfriend who I couldn't trust. So, you know, I really cherished my friendship with my friend because she was so trustworthy. So I told her, let's try to catch him up. And we just, you know, brainstormed like every single day, trying to figure out what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. So at this time, this is when AIM was out. You guys remember AIM? Like, you know, the instant messenger, you know, the little sound that everybody had or whatever. So, and we had sidekicks, you know, doing it big back then. So we had the sidekicks and stuff like that. You know, AIM was popping. So I was telling her, like, how about you start like a fake AIM? Because making a fake AIM was super easy back then. All you had to do was just start a new username or something like that. So I told her, like, how about you start a new username and put somebody else's picture up there. Even though he had never seen her, I still wanted to be like a bomb picture of some girl. Now, I'm not saying that she was a bomb. I think she was like super beautiful, but she's like a bigger girl, and he wasn't attracted to bigger women. So I told her to put someone, you know, like even better, probably a better body than me and look way better than me. That's what I wanted her to do. So so she started a new AIM, and she actually put a picture of her sister as the icon, and she texted him. So when she texted him, she said, hey, what's up? You remember me? And he was the kind of guy that always went to parties, but it was always like parties in his hood and stuff like that. But he never would invite me. And I know he wouldn't invite me is because, you know, he probably had another girl there, or he was wanting to meet other girls. So she told him like, oh, you remember me? And he was like, oh, not really. She's like, remember you went to that party on this day or that day or whatever. And he was like, oh yeah, I remember you now. Dummy, no, you don't remember her because you never met her. Like I guess he meets so many women or gave so many girls his AIM or his number that he forgot like who he gave his number to. So she ended up texting him, writing him on AIM, and so they ended up having conversations and stuff. And I really couldn't wait. Like I really wanted to, like, already you could see that he's already texting other girls. Like he's already responding to other girls' aims and stuff like that. So if you have a girlfriend, you don't need to be talking to no girl. Like, that's how it is with me. I don't want to talk to no female. So I told her, because she had a car and he didn't have a car. So I told her, like, how about you try to figure out like a way to get him with you, like so I can catch him in the act. Like, catching him texting, I've done that multiple times, so I really wanted to catch him you know, in the act or whatever. So she said, how about let's go on a date or whatever. And he was broke, so he wasn't about to take no girl on no real date. He not gonna take her out to eat or do this and that. I was the one with the job. He didn't have no job. He was a hood star, you know, stuff like that. So he didn't really, like, you know, he wasn't that kind of guy or whatever. So I told her, like, to figure out something free, so he won't be like kind of pushing, like taking it back when she say taking on a date or whatever. So she told him, how about we go to the beach tonight? And then he was like, oh yeah, that's fine, we can go to the beach, that's cool. She was like, okay, so what's your address? So he sends her his address. So she's not with me at the time. She's at home, so she's just like telling me exactly everything I said. At this time, we didn't have screenshots, so she couldn't see me a screenshot of what he was saying or what he was doing. So I decided to say, okay, I put her on hold for a second. So I called him and I said, hey, what you doing, babe? And he's like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm real tired. Don't think I'm about to go to sleep. I said, oh, you going to sleep? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, it's only 7 o'clock. Why are you going to sleep so late? I mean, so early. You never go to sleep this early. He was like, oh, I'm just real tired, you know what I mean? I've been, you know, at school all day or doing this all day. Like, he had like this stupid excuse. I said, oh, okay, you know, usually I will fight that. Like, oh, you really going to sleep? Like, for real, you going to sleep? Like, really? Like, don't play with me. I'm about to come over there right now if you really going to sleep. We're going to sleep together. You know what I mean? That's how I usually would be. But since I knew already that my homegirl had already texted him and they had already made these plans to go to the beach and do God knows what. So I said, okay, cool, good night, babe. So he went to sleep or whatever. So then I hit my homegirl up and I'm like, Kim, so you ready to do this? Like, I'm gonna do this tonight. Like, you gonna pick him up and stuff like that? She was like, yeah. So I said, you know, because at first I was gonna do it where she just go pick him up and then I meet them somewhere, you know. But I said, you know what? Let's do it better. Let's go out with a bang, right? So I said, come pick me up first. So she came to my house and I come outside, I get in the car, I get in the back seat. So I'm in the back seat and I put on all black. Let me show you how I was in the back seat. Let me see if you guys can see. This is how I was in the back seat. I was in the back seat like this. Let me fix this for y'all real quick. Try to put it back where it was. Can't really remember where it was, but we good. We good. All right, so I'm in the back seat, like curled up into a little ball. She had a little bitty Ford Focus, and this is back in the day, so it was probably like a 2002. No, that's probably too young. I'm happy her windows was tinted, so I'm in the back seat on the floor trying to like mold myself to the ground so he can't see me when he gets in. I had on all black to make sure, you know, he wouldn't be able to see me. So so she's calling him and texting him. Are she calling and texting him? No, they were still on AIM because he didn't give her the number. So she said, I'm on my way to your house. I'm like basically around the corner or whatever. And so she pulls up to him, and it's nighttime at this time. So around 7 or 8 o'clock, it's already dark. So she pulls up and she texts like, oh, I'm outside. So she, instead of pulling like, okay, so say, damn it, where's my whiteboard? 1 second. And then this is the main street here. So, oh shit, I can't even see this. God dog it. That was a waste of time. Put up like past his house, and then she turned back around and turned back to where her car is facing towards the busy street. So she had aimed him and told him like, I'm here, come outside. And at this moment, like, my heart was beating so fast. My blood was boiling. Like, I had butterflies in my stomach. I couldn't believe this was going down. I couldn't believe like he was about to cheat on me. I couldn't believe he was about to get in the car with her. I couldn't. It was crazy. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I was such a good girlfriend, or at least I thought I was a good girlfriend, you know. I worked hard, and I just, like, you know, just it didn't make sense. It doesn't even matter. Like, you can a guy can have a good girlfriend and still be the worst guy in the world, like, because they're young and dumb, or they just don't care about other people's feelings, or they're just not ready to be in a relationship, and they should just tell people, like, you know what, I'm not ready for a relationship right now, I just want to have fun, I just want to do me. Then that's fine. Like, it's so easy to just tell someone that. So I'm just can't believe this is about to happen right now. I'm in the back seat, like, I'm hyperventilating, I can't freaking breathe. So and she's telling me, like, she's like whispering to me, like, oh, he just came out the house. So he just came out the house. He walks around the back of the car, and he opens the passenger seat, and he gets in, and he looks at her, and automatically he know he been catfished. So we done catfished him, and now I'm about to catch him in this fucking cheating shit. So he looks, and he was like, oh, so where are we going? Like, you could tell, like, he's just not interested, but she's freaking beautiful. Like, my friend is freaking bomb, but some guys are so superficial to where they can't date a girl that's a little overweight or whatever. So I was in the back seat, like, really rocking, like, oh, like, should I jump out now? Like, I'm just livid. Like, you know, it would have been cool. Like, you know, it would have been super cool if I would just waited until we got all the way to the beach and then jumped out. But you know what? I just couldn't handle it. Like, she started to drive a little bit, and all of a sudden, I was just like, I'm about to get up. So I got up. I said, what the fuck you doing in here? And he turned back. He jumped so, like, super big. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Like, he's just, like, going off on me. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is you doing in the car with her? Like, who does this? Like, like, what the fuck is you doing? I thought you was going to sleep. What you doing in this girl car or whatever? And he's like, so he jumped out the car too. Like, what the fuck? What is this? I can't believe you about to cheat on me. Like, with some girl you don't even know and just cheating on me, period. Like, this is ridiculous. Are you serious? You going to sleep, right? Like, you finna go to bed, right? Like, that's why you went to bed at 7 o'clock at night, right? You about to go to bed, right? So why he had the nerve to get mad at me? This nigga, like, started chasing me around the car, like, cause I can't fight no man, so I'm not gonna be putting my shit up with no guy. Like, he wasn't gonna hit me, but he was just, like, chasing me around to scare me or whatever, and I'm just like, what the hell? So he just, like, livid. Like, he ended up, like, walking off, going down the busy street, and I'm just like, I can't believe this shit. Like, I cannot believe he just got in the car with a girl, and he was just about to cheat on me. Like, what if that... Imagine how many times he done did this already, and I'm just finding out because I just set it up. It's ridiculous. It's sad. Like, and to this day, he still hits me up trying to get back, like, or trying to get back on good terms. I'm good. Like, I'm good. Trust me.